Okay, hey guys, it's me, Sabrina, back with some more landscape painting. Today we're finally at shading. If you're new to the series, please go back maybe, watch the other videos so that you can see where we are. Otherwise, this is a little close to the end, so you might be missing a couple things. But yeah, we can jump right on into it. I believe we're working on these rock outcroppings. It looks a little patchy to me. Still trying to get my footing on how to shade it, I guess. And there aren't any highlights yet because we haven't gotten into highlighting. We're going to do shades and then we're going to do highlighting. But I can see some areas where I could definitely do with a little bit of blending, so pick that up. And I'm just going to feather it in. Yeah, just making sure I'm on this right layer. Oh, the numerous times that I've gone into shade or blend or do anything and realized that I was on the wrong layer. It hurts. It really does, especially when you've been working for an hour and you realize it. But it happens to the best of us. Happens to all of us eventually. Yeah. I'm gonna pull in the dark color this way. So I'm just sort of like, my computer's shaking a lot. I'm just trying to feather the colors into each other to blend out the edges. Because we don't want a harsh edge, we want a more natural edge. Even that's starting to look a little bit better. Sometimes I think I might just be overcomplicating things, but such is my way, I guess. That looks, to me, a lot better. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the lighter tones, make my brush size a little bit larger. And we're just gonna blend these areas over here. They seem a little harsh, so they need a little bit of in-betweening. Okay. It's a little bit better, but there is some dark, there are some dark spots rather within this shading that are a little patchy that I'm just gonna blend inwards. And it's a good thing that I'm not trying to do everything in one shot because, oh man, do you get blind to the same color after like just 15 minutes. But yeah. We're just gently fading out this edge. I'm going to take the darker color, blend it outwards, like so. And there's never exactly like one same color for all of this because my pen pressure varies every now and then, you know. And I feel like this area, I'm just gonna blend up the color because there's some patchy areas that should have some shading but don't. And then I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna erase some of this shading in areas that should not have brown shading, like the green grass. Who knows, maybe I'll go in and add some like grass details later. I don't know. We'll see how I feel when we're close to done. Which, we're getting there, but we're not quite there yet. Slow and steady. I don't know if it's winning this race, but slow and steady. Okay. I do like this area a little bit because it's more textured, but I'm seeing some shading over here that I think is kind of wayward. And I'm just going to blend, see if that makes it more natural or what. Just kind of paint over this with a lighter color. I don't know how I feel about that. I just round it upwards. Yeah, okay. Alright. I don't know, I just felt like that weird streak was a little too strange for me. So I tried to blend it into a couple other, I just merged two words, a couple other shaded areas. And I think it looks better like that. I don't know if I should be cleaning these areas up yet, but I'm doing it just for my own sanity's sake. Helps me, personally. I think we'll end up bringing a lot of definition back with highlights. Because in some areas the shadows are defining, in some areas they're kind of obscuring, which I guess that's what shadows do, but still. I'm thinking that the shadows in this area over here could blend out to be a little darker. This edge area I think is going to take a little bit of rim lighting just due to where I'm planning to put the sunlight. So I'm not super worried about shading the very edges over here, but still, over here there could be some definition to show a height difference, or that this is slightly more in front of this. In which case, let me just pull out a different brush. I guess this could be a tone darker, just a touch. Okay, there we go. Well, I thought that would be enough, but I guess not. Oh, no, my brush is just acting up. Okay. And then I'm gonna blend this shading down a bit with my brush blender. Make that a little smaller. Okay. And we feather. Feathering is the trick. Wait, let's feather. Hold on, let's see. I want to try a couple different options for feathering here. And we're gonna see which one I like the most. Whether I feather the light color up first or the dark color down first. I don't know, I find that it makes a little bit of a difference. I guess this way keeps the shadows a little bit tighter to the body of the area. Oh man, I like that. Okay. Oh boy, I'm gonna be adding detailed shadows now. Okay. What happened? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. I don't know, maybe I hit a button. Everything disappeared for a second. I was scared I lost everything there. Okay. Alright. Jesus. I keep forgetting that the size tends to reset. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna find all of these little crevasses and just throw this shading in. It's quite nice. I quite like it. Okay. Every time. It's the wrong one. It's just B. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you get your shortcuts mixed up. Happens. Okay, here we go. And I've kind of adopted for this a circle technique, or just sort of paint down in circles, light circles. Oh, okay, there we go. That's too close. Okay. These might get lost in in the highlighting, but we'll see. Better to have them than to not. No. Forgot to do something real quick. Let me get that out of the way. Okay. This area could be a little more highlighted. I'm trying not to be too harsh with my highlighting, but I really could use it in some spots, you know? Like, it could really do some good. Like, I feel like right here. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, alright. Shading does look pretty good below the line art in this case. Okay. These areas could probably be darker line art wise, but let's see, let's see. Yeah. Okay. And I'm just gonna make this a kind of crevice in the rock. Wow, I really could be here forever on this cliff face. This is how I end up with projects that take me 3 months. Honestly. I think this project is verging it too. And I told myself I'd be looser painting it too. I don't know if I necessarily was, but trying to embrace the mistakes that happen along the way. This could be a little smaller. There we go. Yeah. A little softness out here could help. Oh, okay. I don't know what I did there. I think my hand accidentally grabbed something. Trying to figure out where to sit this shadow. I like that, okay. Way too close. Let's do this area first, because this area is a little bit darker from like here. Oops. Brush blender. Way too big. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I don't think we're gonna need to blend out this area too much. Go a little smaller there. There we go. Now I just need to blend out these areas over here. And this area I'm going to have to blend the darker color up. And also a little bit behind, because it looks like it didn't quite sit against the line like I wanted it to. But that's okay. Fixable, fixable. Okay. We're gonna be here forever, boys, because I'm liking how this is looking. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. We're gonna keep doing that. Whatever it is I'm doing. That I feel like I'm doing kind of right. I should name this video Sabrina colors one rock for like an hour. That's what it feels like. Sabrina colors one rock for an hour. Let's see. Now you guys know how, if you guys ever come take a look at my work while we're doing studio time in class and go, oh hey, it's a cool image, Sabrina. How long did that take you? Now you know I really do mean 3 months when I say 3 months. Probably because I don't know when to stop. I think that's actually coming out quite nice though, and I really don't know when to stop. Okay. We won't do each and every one perfectly, but I'm enjoying the detail here. I think it's coming out quite nice. Yeah, I think the next image that I do though is definitely going to be something looser, more color blending than shading, like a mandala maybe. Something that we can just do fun colors on and not worry so much about muddying shading or anything like that. But Did I grab that? Some things are starting to become instinctual, so I don't know when I've done certain things. Okay. You see? That does look kind of nice. It adds a lot more dimensionality to this rock face, and I feel like I'm probably going to do a few more there, but for your sanity and mine, I'm going to try to get just this half in, and then the rest of them I might do later, and we'll move on to something else on this image. But for now, let's keep going. Yeah, okay. Let me just get in a couple of these just based in, and then we can get to the blending afterwards. Kind of want, yeah. We're gonna switch up directions real quick. There we go. We're gonna do this kind of like a little pocket area. There we go. We're gonna shade these above. There's probably way more rhyme or reason to natural shading than the way I'm shading things, but I don't know. Okay, and let's start blending. I don't know if I blended this one already, but I don't like the way this is blended at the very, very, very edge, so I'm just gonna try to feather that up a little more. It's better. To me, it's better. Make sure I have the right color. And we're gonna, wow, okay. That, yeah. I think I'd have that down packed by now, but I don't. I'm doing these little like circular motions to blend out the edges. I don't want to do just a straight line or else it'll look a little streaky. You want the edges to look soft, not like a clear gradient. I might have blended that one out too much, but it's still not bad. I'm not mad at it. I really gotta stop hunching over my computer like a like a gremlin person every time I'm working. Okay. Oh, okay. So not everything is done like this, but I know that a few more of these over here would look quite nice. And a few more of these over here would also look quite nice. Just to add a little extra three-dimensionality to the image. Let's keep going. I said just this half and then we'd move on, so. No, wrong brush. Yeah. These little detail brushes coming in quite handy. Yeah. Yep. Again, if you're interested in these brushes, there's just a YouTuber who makes them called Draw with Jazza. He has his own little website where he has all these nice brushes, which if you really want to get into drawing and coloring and you don't like the base brushes that come with Photoshop, I think they're worth the investment. They're not too expensive. Not a promotion. I just think they're neat. Neat brushes. Okay. These are bothering me, so I'm just gonna erase out some of the brown shading on this tree because I don't know, just I don't like it. I'm probably gonna need to go over this area again with an eraser, but might as well clean as you work, right? You do it, you're supposed to do it when you cook, you should do it when you're drawing and painting too. Let's move up here. I've also got this terrible habit of slamming on my keyboard. I have another keyboard that's a mechanical keyboard, and I don't have to slam the switches in order to hear a click. If I don't hear a click, I don't know I've clicked. So I slam until I hear a click. It's probably really bad for the health of my keyboard. You know. It's lasted me this long. I feel like I took out too much definition with that blending. Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay. We're gonna go way smaller. And that's much better. probably should have thrown in a little bit of shading up here, but we're just gonna informally throw a little shading over here. Okay. Yeah. There, okay. Wrong brush. Eventually we'll make it habit to check the size of our brush before we do anything else. Eventually. I think it's enough definition there for now. I should have just done all of the little lines and then gone over it with a couple covered shades. But yeah, I did say we'd move on eventually, and I feel like we've been here for quite a while. So let's do, wow. Let's do, what do I want to do? Let's do this lower area, this cobblestone area. First, let's clean up the edges. Because I overpainted quite a bit over here. That color, and I'm gonna make it a little darker. There we go. Okay. So brush details. Kind of like cobblestones, so I'm just gonna fill them in. Or the areas that look like circular cobblestones, otherwise I'm just gonna shade around the edges. Of whereas some of these cobblestones are supposed to be. Because as much as I play this game, I don't usually look at the ground. So I don't know exactly what the cobblestone texture is supposed to look like. But we'll figure it out and we'll go with it. Also, I don't think this is gonna look much like the main game anyways, because it's already way brighter than the main game. As I've said before. I'm definitely gonna have to do a little blending over here, but let's get in as much of the base shades as I can in one go. See if I can nail down this process to just one thing. I feel like I'll have made my life easier. I kind of want to base the shading off of the line art actually. And just bring that down a shade. Let's see how I like that. It's not super different, but I do like it. Let's go down to size. Some areas need a detail brush. Oh, geez. You know you're working hard when you can see the pixels in your screen, huh? Okay. Just adding a little bit of definition. Nothing too wild. I don't know if I'm telling you guys, or if I'm telling myself, but you know how it is. Okay. I might need to blend this 2 ways, but let's see. I could always change the color of the line art later if I want to. I'm not sure if I want to, but I can. Yeah. So let's start blending these areas in. So I've laid in quite a bit of color. I remembered this time. Still needs to be smaller, but I remembered this time, which progress. Slow and steady. Yeah. Okay. Let's start blending the dark areas into the lighter areas now. It's sort of like a back and forth kind of like just blend until it's blended. No real science to it. Besides that, but try not to overblend or else you end up with mud. Nobody likes when their colors go muddy, which I think happened in some areas of this image, but I'll go back and I'll take a look at it. Lost a little definition, but that's nothing I can't fix. I'll live with. I did say I was going to try to learn to live with my mistakes in my art a little bit better, but slowly but surely. I might start wrapping this up soon for this video, but we'll see. Maybe we can go a few more minutes. Yeah, quieter video than usual. I don't know what it is about blending that just sort of sends me into a quiet little state. I don't know, it's relaxing. It's a relaxing thing to do, blending these colors. Okay, there we go. Pick up that color again. We're gonna shade this. I don't know why I didn't do this one before. Probably didn't see it. I'm doing this with the brush blender. I know it's a little bit cheating, but not all the way. Mainly because I have this area done already, so I'm not super worried about it. Okay. Back to the detail brush, and we'll go ahead and lay in some details over here. See which side I want to do this on. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. Blend away. Okay. It's a little softer. Could be better if I make this larger, but let's do that with the darker color. Yeah. It's nice. Okay. Am I coloring? Is that happening? It is. Okay. I'm patchy though. Why? here. I don't like that happened. Okay. Smaller. Let's see. Oh, I understand. Started from the wrong side for that. And we're going to blend out with the darker color larger. Okay. Huh. Did I blended in the wrong direction again? Okay, there we go. Like this, I think is the best. Okay. I think that's just about good for that spot. Now let's do this area. Oh man. Yeah, alright. I will call it at that for now. I might just do a little bit more shading in the off period, just to fill in some of these detailed crevices and like the rocks, rock faces and the ground. But yeah. Hope you liked that. If you did, then feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to know anytime me or any of the other awesome instructors at the DAE are streaming. If you really liked this video, you really want to do some more digital drawing or coloring stuff, then I would suggest you take the class, Digital Drawing and Coloring. If you want to do something a little bit more dynamic, then I would suggest you take 2D animation or comic book design. Those are all very fun classes. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time with some more shading for this image. Again, if you have anything that you want to suggest to me to do next time, feel free to leave it in the comments. All right, bye.